Cross gets protected today.
First Productions here. Check it out, we got a 44 tonner and we're about to do a cab tour. Check this son of a gun out. I've been in one of these things before, folks. So if you want to give me a rundown of what everything is.
Okay, so this throttle.
Yeah, so this is the throttle right here?
Yeah, it's got, I think, 8 or 9 notches.
Alright, and what's this?
You want City? I think that, yeah.
So,
and here's the train brake.
Okay, is this independent or the automatic?
Independent.
Independent, alright.
And here's the
automatic brake? No, this is like...
No, this is the locomotive brake. I mean, this is like
the whole train. All right. Yeah. So this whole train, and this is the
that's the
All right. And I'm assuming that's your reversal right there.
Yeah. And then you got the bell right here.
Okay.
Sanders.
Yeah.
And then here's the horn.
Got blow the horn once. I don't want to get into trouble.
Maybe later.
All right. Well, man, I'm just gonna say this is cool as crap.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing, so there's also on the other one I saw there was a another driver's seat over here, engineer's seat with controls on this side.
Yeah. This is just the fireman's side. The seat. You got the handbrake.
Think you can tell me a little history on this?
I think it was built in like 1943.
Okay.
So,
and folks, if you guys were wondering who this young man is, I go to school with this kid.
yeah.
So, yeah, this is cool as crap. I'll definitely put it to you that way.
So in here, here's all the electrics for motor number 2.
Yeah, I don't think I want to touch any of that crap.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And then the same.
What's this captain?
It's just like supplies.
Supplies, alright.
Yeah. First aid kit and stuff. And then you got the window wipers.
Oh, they're air pressure.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat. Pretty neat. Now, what horn is this?
I don't know.
I don't recognize this kind of horn.
I think it's a Leslie.
That's what I was thinking, but...
Flipped on its side.
Yeah, it is a Leslie. It's a very foul-sounding Leslie RS3L, I believe that is. Yeah, that's gotta be a Leslie RS3L.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you taking me on tour of this thing. That's pretty cool. Sure. Let's do it. take a finger.
And then here's where you put the sand.
Oh, this is the sandbox?
Yeah, you can see it in there.
Oh, cool. Yeah, check that out. Oh, yeah, check that out. That's awesome. Woo! Yeah, I can definitely see why you don't want to stick your hand in there. 'Cause that's the radiator right there. Yeah, you definitely don't want to put your hand in there.
Yeah.
That would definitely take a finger.
And then here's where you put the sand.
Oh, this is the sandbox?
Yeah, you can see it in there.
Oh, cool. Yeah, check that out. That is awesome.
And this would
Is this like an oil?
no, you plug the marker lights in here.
Oh, the marker lights.
So you'd stick them on here and plug them in.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's awesome. That's really cool.
You can get a better view of the.
Oh, yeah. Hey, look at that. Oh, yeah. That is a Leslie R3L all day right there. Yep. Definitely. That's pretty cool, dude. Alright, awesome. What's this?
The fuel cap right there.
Oh, that's the
gauge.
fuel. That's where you fuel it, right
Yeah.
there, right? Cool. Well, modern GE's like the ES44AC and the AC44C6M, they fuel it through the fuel tank. That's where how they fuel it. But yeah, that's very different.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. All right, what's this thing now?
It's our open air car. It was built on an old flat car. So you can see the original like handbrakes.
Yeah, I can see what that
Yeah.
we're talking about right there.
I think it was built in 2014.
Cool.
All by our volunteers.
That is awesome. What else?
This is coach number 1158. It's an old Reading coach.
I was gonna say that because of that green.
Yeah. This one we like just recently restored into service.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
We had the wheels like all carved
That's awesome.
at I think in Jim Thorpe with the Reading Railroad. So they redid the wheels for us.
That's awesome.
This is coach 1341. This is also a Reading Railroad, ex-Reading coach.
Yeah, I can definitely tell it's a Reading because the way it looks. It
Yeah.
looks like it.
Built in 1922. So
Now,
102 years old, 103.
dang. Now, I do have a question. Was this like a self-pulled bottle, like a EMU or something like that?
No, we do have one of those back in storage.
Cool.
But yeah, this one's,
That's awesome.
yeah. This is our blue caboose, built in 1960s, I think, for the Union Pacific.
Oh, this is a Union Pacific caboose. That's cool.
Yeah.
She's a long way from home.
Yeah. It changed hands a few times, like went from place to place. And we bought it in like 2013 and restored it 2015. It's where we have all of our cruise stuff. So, like vests, flags.
Well, that's pretty awesome. Looks pretty cool, too.
Yeah. This is old Pennsylvania flat car. I think Norfolk Southern gave it to us. So we're going to.
So this
make
was
it into
originally NS.
Yeah, I think so.
It's pretty cool.
We're gonna make it into another open air car like the other one. Eventually.
That's pretty cool. That's definitely something that you would not see run on Norfolk Southern today.
Yeah.
Pretty old. So this is ex-Norfolk Southern, ex-Pennsylvania Railroad.
It's still got the.
Yeah, I can see that.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. All right, what's this?
Old Monongahela Railway. caboose, number 67. I think we got it from the Pennsylvania Railroad Museum.
Pretty cool.
One of our volunteers is working on it,
Yeah,
working to restore it.
pretty awesome. That's really cool, dude. All right, what is this?
This is locomotive number 12, 80-tonner.
An 80-tonner.
Yeah, built by GE.
Okay.
I think it was used by the U.S. Navy, and then it went to, I think, a recycling plant, and then we bought it.
That's pretty
So
cool.
We're working on it.
Yeah, it looks like it's in pretty rough shape, but
Yeah,
I'm sure you guys will get there. That's really cool.
yeah,
I love seeing preserved, and I love seeing equipment like this.
you can see the U.S. Navy tag.
Oh, really?
Yeah, USM 65 dash.
Is that it right there?
Yeah, USN 65
Oh, cool.
00308.
Oh my God, that's awesome. Real cool. Man, that's some awesome stuff. Well,
I'll show
again,
you the engine on this one too.
let's do it. All right, what we got? So what kind of engine is this?
I don't really know.
Okay. Well, it looks old, I can definitely tell you this. This kind of reminds me, I'll be honest with you, and even though we're not talking sirens here, but, you know, this kind of mechanism, the way this is, right? This is actually how a Federal Signal Thunderbolt siren works.
Yeah.
With the blower. So basically, there would be Jeez, I cannot speak sometimes. There would be electricity coming from wherever the power comes from. It would turn these belts, and then the belt would turn a roots blower, and that's how a Thunderbolt works.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of that, but that's pretty cool.
You can see the generator back here for the electric.
That's pretty awesome. It definitely needs a clean. I'll definitely tell you that right now.
Yeah.
This is probably old, 100 years worth of, well, maybe not that old, but definitely 50 years worth of oil, soot, and dust.
Yeah.
But that's pretty cool, dude. It's really cool, actually. Awesome. Alright, so what is this?
This is it's a tractor that we used for, like...
Okay. It says John Deere.
No, look at the front.
What? Yo! Oh, wow!
I think it's
Chassis
original
system.
chassis.
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, I know somebody be very happy right now. I know individual will be very happy right now.
It's got the high rail wheels on it. And
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. That's really cool. I mean, that's really awesome. Original Chesney tractor, or John Deere tractor. That's amazing. That's awesome.
So we have a bunch of speeders that have been like donated and bought by the railroad. We're working on fixing them so we can take them down the line to New Freedom.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
So what railroad is this from? I don't think I've ever heard that reporting mark before. So this is the Keokuk Junction Railroad speeder, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. What's this one over here?
I think that one was donated by somebody a while ago.
I don't see a railroad reporting mark on here.
Yeah, I think it was in private use.
Pretty cool. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. I figured I'd just give it a try, see if I could push it. That's pretty cool. You got a few other
These are
stuff.
parts from like one of the. We had like a trailer car that we put seats on.
Cool. This one definitely needs some work.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, dude.
Yeah.
Really awesome. Oh yeah, look at the cracked windows. Yeah, That's really cool though.
Have you met Tom, the engineer? Rebel flag in the hand. Village crossing is protected. Maybe the Scenic crossing.
I don't know what to say.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Definitely old fashioned. Look at all this crap, dude. Holy man. Pretty neat.
Yeah.
Wow, look at the old seating. That's pretty cool. What locomotive is this?
Number 11.
Yeah.
I think
That
it's
look-
W.
Yeah, that looks like an EMD.
Yeah.
Or EMC, baby. I think it might be EMC at that time. It's pretty cool, dude. Just look at all this stuff, man. I've never
Yeah.
seen anything like this in my life.
The cash register is like original.
Yeah, that's the coolest thing.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm not gonna touch it because you can't trust me with this. But
All the like the freight tariff books.
that is awesome, dude. That's really cool. Of course, you gotta have some modern technology here for wires and all that thing. That's pretty dang cool.
Yeah.
It's awesome. This actually really feels like an old 1800s train station. That's really awesome, dude. The old lighting in here.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Look at this old bell, folks. That is so neat. What locomotive did this come off of?
I'm not sure which one, but it was one of them.
Cool. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's awesome. Some pretty neat stuff in here, dude. That's really neat. And with that, folks, I guess that's going to wrap it up for today's day on the Stewartstown Railroad. This place is really cool and amazing. Definitely see some really amazing railroad artifacts and equipment, and it's pretty cool. So, yeah. Stewartstown, Pennsylvania. I'm Chris Barr, First Productions. I'll see you down the line. Thanks for watching.